Food, we all need it to survive. Otherwise, we may die. Yo, did that just rhyme? Anyways, food comes in all kinds of shapes and sizes, all kinds of colors, also different names. But sometimes, certain names of food does not make a lick of sense. Why am I talking like this? I don't know, but deal with it. Certain names of foods actually make sense, like an orange, because it's orange. Or a blueberry, because it's blue. But then there's stuff like a grapefruit. Motherfucker, this ain't a grape or a fruit! So yeah, that is today's video idea because I thought of it. Also check out my other videos because they need some attention too, you know? Anyways, let's start off. So the first one we have on our list is a dragon fruit, which is also called a pitaya or a strawberry pear. Now we're just calling it dragon fruit. So anyways, apparently this fruit is part of a cactus, or like different species of cactus, I guess, and it's cultivated in many different countries such as Brazil. And it looks pretty cool, to be honest. Like, it's usually red, but it can also be yellow. You know, while the outside looks cool, the inside is not very cool because it's kind of just white with like black spots, I guess. So like that's the part you eat. You don't eat the outer shell or whatever. Because to be fair, I guess unless you want some spikes or whatever down your throat, then yeah, you can eat the shell if you want. But yeah, I personally do not want that. So yeah, just cut the dragon fruit. Don't eat the outer skin of it. So yeah, the dragon fruit is a pretty cool and exotic fruit. But there's one problem. This doesn't look like a dragon! But yeah, who the fuck saw this fruit and thought, oh, it's a dragon. This looks like a dragon. This does not look like a dragon. If anything, it looks like a fireball more than a dragon. Fireball. This looks like an egg more than a dragon, bro. Why isn't this called an egg fruit or whatever? Oh wait, that's an actual fruit. Wait, why is it shaped like that? So yeah, the dragon fruit may be cool and all, but it is not a dragon, bro. It does not even look like a dragon. Maybe if you draw a face or whatever, then it will look like a dragon. But as of this moment, it does not look like a dragon. So anyways, let's move on to the next food. So the next food we have is actually a whole meal, which is a hamburger helper, which you may recognize this little glove guy. So yeah, the hamburger helper, it is pretty good because I've eaten it many times. But how does this have hamburger in it, bro? This is literally just mac and cheese with bits of ground beef in it. How does this relate to a hamburger? What is it helping also? How is hamburger helper helping me, bro? There is nothing hamburger related besides ground beef. Maybe if you eat like a bun or whatever inside over it or whatever, then it could resemble a hamburger. But nope, this is not a hamburger, bro. This is just mac and cheese. That's it. Nothing hamburger related besides the ground beef. So yeah, who thought of this name, bro? I want to talk to them personally because this does not look like hamburger. This is mac and cheese with ground beef. That's it. It's like, bro. So what if you put pork in mac and cheese? Is it gonna be called I don't know, like a pork sandwich helper or whatever? If you put chicken in mac and cheese, is it gonna be called a chicken sandwich helper? Is that how the food kingdom works? If I put vegetables in mac and cheese, is it gonna be called like a salad helper? Maybe. I don't know who would eat that, but that's just an example. I guess at least unlike dragon fruit, it's somewhat true to its name. But then there's stuff like the eggplant, which, you know, it's a common emoji used for phallic related jokes because those are funny, I guess. But the eggplant, it does not look like an egg at all. Eggs are not elongated like this. Eggs sure as hell are not purple also. How is it egg related in the slightest? Like, who thought of the name, to be honest? Like, yeah, it's a plant. It got that part right. But how is it egg related? I've never seen a purple elongated egg in my life. Unless there is those kind of eggs, but I haven't found the right chickens. So I just found an image. So I guess this is like a baby eggplant or something. And I guess the name kind of makes sense because it does look like an egg here. But like, when an eggplant is like purple and stuff, it doesn't look like an egg anymore. This just looks like Grimace from McDonald's. This looks like Barney the dinosaur. This looks like any purple character in existence, bro. It looks like Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's. This looks like Jax from Digital Circus. This does not look like an egg anymore after this. So the name is still kind of like false advertising, sort of. Now I wanna hear something that I thought of in my head. It's like oranges. That's like one of the many fruits that actually make sense because it is indeed an orange fruit. But then why are the other citrus fruits not named after their color? Why aren't lemons called yellows? Why aren't limes called greens? Well, I guess lime is also a shade of green. But that's besides the point. Like, a lime should be called a green because, you know, like orange is called orange. So should and lemon. What does lemon even mean, bro? Is it like the thing from Cars 2? But yeah, it should be called a yellow to be honest. But like, I guess a yellow aid doesn't make any sense. I guess eating a green and yellow flavored soda doesn't make sense. So it's lemon lime. But like, yeah, that's a missed opportunity. I wonder who decided to name these fruits that. And yes, lemon and lime are considered fruits. They're not vegetables. So that's another thing. Tomatoes, pumpkins, they're fruits. They're not vegetables. So yeah, I don't know why I made this video. But if you want to see stupid videos like this some more, you know, like and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. So adios, guys.